All the grade 3s will be writing their English ANA paper on Wednesday, and here's just a few top tips with regards to the last question. Now, in the last question, it's worth 6 marks out of 25, which is close to 25% of their paper. And so far in the 3 practice papers we've done, there's been a few problems with regarding this question. The questions typically look something like this. Write 2 paragraphs of at least 10 sentences about, and then it can be any kind of topic, and then it asks you to use correct punctuation, grammar, and spelling. They're then given about a page to write their answer. Now, if we have a look at the mark scheme, this is actually what the examiners are looking for. There's 3 main criteria. The fact that they must actually write 2 paragraphs. So as soon as they write 2 paragraphs, they're awarded 2 out of 6 marks. The content is then very important. It asks for 10 simple or 6 or more complex sentences that are related to the topic. This is where a few people have come unstuck. You may notice that in this example is asking about my favorite sport. A few children, or quite a lot of children, actually wrote about a number of different sports, and obviously that's not sticking to the topic of my favorite sport. They need to pick one sport and then write all about it and why it is their favorite sport. And then the last criteria is the grammar, punctuation, and spelling. And as long as they keep to below kind of 0 to 5 grammatical, punctuation, or spelling errors, there's a further 2 marks. So it's out of 6 marks, a possible 2 for writing 2 paragraphs, 2 for writing 6 complex sentences, which we've been recommending to them, or 10 simple sentences, and then as few grammatical, punctuation, and spelling errors. This is very interesting. At the bottom it says deduct a mark from the learner's total for question 15 if sentences are numbered. It must be written in a story, not just kind of 1 to 10 sentences, otherwise they end up being I like this, I like that, and so on and so forth. So here's an example of what an answer might look like. We've been saying to keep it very, very simple. So it says here, my favorite sport is hockey because I am very good at it. I've been playing hockey since I was in grade 1. I like hockey because I can hit the hockey ball very hard and score lots of goals. At this point, they're going to start the second paragraph. They must make sure they leave a line open and start the second paragraph. Last week we played a match against a blue school. We won 3-2 and I scored 2 amazing goals. It was a lovely day and our coach was very pleased that we played so well. What we've also been stressing is a few people have been saying that they can't think of what their favorite sport is. They're not being marked here on what their actual favorite sport is. It can even be completely made up. They're being tested here on whether or not they can write 6 to 10 sentences in English. So that's their English being tested here, not whether or not they actually do play a sport. So they can get as creative and make up a story as much as they please. I hope that's helpful. Good luck on Wednesday.